I hope this lesson inspires you to start using these double stops as a bridge between rhythm and lead guitar. I'll break it down coming right up. In the first part of this video, I will teach you the double stop shapes that work over each chord. Then in the second half, I will teach you how to actually use the double stops over a backing track. Let's start using these double stops with confidence. Grab your guitar and let's get into it. A double stop is just two notes played at the same time. We will use 4 chords for these examples today. B minor, A major, G major, and F sharp 7. Now we will connect a set of double stops to each one of those chords. So for B minor, A, G, F sharp 7. There's a pattern, a simple pattern, and I'm going to show you these up the fretboard soon also. We're not going to get into deep theory about this. I want you to be able to look down at this fretboard and see these shapes that connect to each chord. It's good to know the theory and even all the notes, but to use this in the real world over a backing track or jamming with some people, you need to be able to look down and see that shape instantly, and you'll know what it sounds like and you'll use it. All right, let's connect some double stops to the B minor chord. So all of these double stops in this part of the video will be on the D and G strings, but soon I'll show you how these work up the fretboard also. So this first set of 3 over the B minor chord, 9, 7, 11, 9, 12, 11. And if you're not used to doing this yet, that's what you want to do, is play back and forth. Till you get used to the fingering of them. I like to use my 3rd finger and 1st finger on these, but you can use whatever's comfortable. Now let's check out a set of 3 of them over the A. So 7, 6, 9, 7, 11, 9. And you'll see how these start to intersect each other. G, five, 4, 7, 6, 9, 7. Now the F sharp 7 chord, this really reminds me of the Hotel California groove with the 7th chord here, F sharp 7. But we use the same shape. So 4, 3, 6, 4, 8, 6. A good way to get those under your fingers and confident is to play it just like I did, back and forth. Now let's look at some of these shapes up an octave higher. And then coming up soon, I will take you through a demo solo which shows how these work in action in the real world over a backing track. So again, over the B minor, and I like to just look at the B minor chord itself here, the 3 notes, 11 on the G, 12 on the B, and 10 on the E string is a B minor chord here. But we're using the double stop, the 2 notes here at the top of the strings here. So we're going to use the same shapes as we did down on the D and G strings, but now we're on the B and E strings. Exactly an octave up. So for the B minor, we're looking at 12, 10, 14, 12, and then 15, 14. Then the next chord is A, and I'm really basing it off of this A chord here. 9, 10, 9. An A triad here, but we're focusing on the double stops. So 10, 9, 12, 10, 14, 12. And you see how these start to intersect. B minor, A. Now G, I'm looking at this triad, 7, 8, 7, but looking at the 2 notes, the double stop here. So 8, 7, 10, 9, 12, 10. So you drop down to an F sharp triad, 6, 7, 6, but focusing on the double stop here. This one's an important one because this chord is not normally in this progression, so you really want to outline that chord. So 7, 6, 9, 7, 11, 9. And it's important to note that as I'm playing those 2 notes there, those 2 notes for the B minor, they're in the B minor chord. And as we walk up to this other double stop, it's the D and F sharp are also in the B minor chord. B, D here. That's why these work so well. The double stop that you walk up to, the notes are in the chord, so they work perfectly. And every one of these is that way. So check out this demo solo using these in action. So again, the 4 chords, B minor, A, G, F sharp 7, and then repeating. I start out just by playing the center of the chord here. And that double stops right there. Then it goes to A. G, sharp 7. So you start playing these with a little movement, they easily connect to the chords. Another thing to note is the B minor pentatonic scale works perfectly over this chord progression. And that's the lick I did at the end of that little phrase. 10-7, 9-7, 9-7 on the B, 7 on the G, back to the root note here in the 9th fret of the D string. A little bend here. Then as you use these up the fretboard here, you can hear the chords. Once you get this down and then adding the B minor pentatonic in between some of these, it is hours of fun, I'm telling you. I'm going to leave a link for this awesome backing track. It's great to practice these concepts, B minor pentatonic concepts, and really combining these ideas together. I look at double stops like this as a bridge between rhythm and lead. There's a rhythm element, but there's also a lead element as you're following those chords. You're creating melody. As usual, I had a blast just making the video. These concepts are simple, but so effective to sound like you know what you're doing because you are connected to those chords. Thanks everyone for supporting my channel, and let's talk soon.